fellow citizens of the southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Dear people of the southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, as you reflect on the 7th anniversary of our declaration of the restoration of our independence, I want to start by acknowledging your courage and resilience. It is heartening to see that despite the many trials and tribulations we have faced, our resolve remains unbroken and our resolve for self-determination unshaken, knowing that our suffering today cannot be compared to the glory of freedom ahead. The regime's response to our peaceful quest for justice and equality has been a series of unprovoked massacres of our innocent people, youth especially. They have shown contempt for our aspirations. They dismissed our legitimate grievances and resorted to labeling our struggle as terrorism. This narrative is a far cry from the harsh realities on the ground, where we are the ones subjected to violence and assaults, enforced disappearances, rapes, incarcerations, and murders. Their strategy of trying to label our struggle as secession or terrorism was a desperate attempt to obscure their crimes against humanity committed in our homeland. This regime has spent millions on media buying and lobbying efforts to whitewash their terrible image and cover up their crimes committed on our innocent people. Their refusal to engage in genuine dialogue is a testament of their disregard for our democratic culture and their commitment to brute force only. Their attempts to subdue us through violence and deception have only strengthened our resolve. They have sought to sow discord amongst us, discredit our leadership, and create confusion to justify their refusal to negotiate. However, history shows that we have always presented ourselves as a unified delegation committed to a fair and equitable arrangement. La République du Cameroon did not conquer us in a war. The truth remains, we did not force ourselves upon them either. They promised to respect our sovereignty, our sovereign choice to stay or opt out. Ahidjo famously said this in 1961 at the United Nations, and I quote, "The two territories will be united, but they will maintain their respective institutions. The Southern Cameroons will keep its own administration, its own parliament, and its own laws," end of quote. He literally made a vow before world leaders when he added, "We have promised and we solemnly reaffirm that the institutions of the Southern Cameroons will be respected. We will not annex the Southern Cameroons," end of quote. But instead of keeping their word, Mr. Biya recently told us they sought to annex us, erase our identity, and transform the union of equals to a conquest